Hello learners, I am Dr. Shakti Sharma, Assistant Professor at Sadabhai Raisoni Women's College and Program in Charge for Masters in Dietetics and Food Service Management at Regional Center Nagpur. Dear learners, today we are going to learn on non-nutrient specific effect of nutrients. With respect to this, we will know about one of the most bioactive component, conjugated linoleic acid known as CLA. This module will introduce you to conjugated linoleic acid, its chemistry, natural food sources, metabolism and bioavailability of conjugated linoleic acid, its therapeutic benefits and perspectives of food application. Conjugated linoleic acid, also known as bovinic acid, as it is produced naturally in the digestive tract of ruminants like cattle, goats and sheep. The main dietary source of conjugated linoleic acid is beef and meat, milk and eggs and meat of grass-fed animals. Conjugated linoleic acid is also available as a supplement commercially. Conjugated linoleic acid belongs to the family of omega fatty acids which are known to play vital role in various mechanisms for optimal health within the body. CLA is recognized for its potential anti-carcinogenic, anti-diabetic, anti-atherogenic and immunomodulatory function in animal and human beings. So learners, now let's learn about conjugated linoleic acid. Dear learners, after studying this module, we shall be able to define and describe the chemistry of conjugated linoleic acid, enlist the sources of conjugated linoleic acid, discuss the effect of processing on conjugated linoleic acid, describe metabolism and bioavailability of conjugated linoleic acid, explain physiological effects and health benefits of conjugated linoleic acid, discuss perspective of food applications of conjugated linoleic acids. Functional foods are essential for health and have helped reduce the risk of developing various chronic diseases. This functional property concerns the metabolic or physiological role played by the nutrient or non-nutrient in growth, development, maturity and other normal functions in humans. However, studies on nutraceuticals, that is foods having therapeutic properties, lack further research, especially pertaining to associated therapeutic effects. Conjugated linoleic acid CLA, which is also known as bovinic acid or rumenic acid, it is a mixture of positional and geometric isomers of linoleic acid which transforms from linoleic acid by the rumen bacteria. It is the only naturally occurring substance that has been shown to unequivocally prevent cancer. It is a good fat which is naturally occur in many foods, especially in milk and meat from ruminants such as cows, sheep and goats. It is a potent cancer fighter along with several other positive health benefits. It can be transformed from linoleic acid by the rumen bacteria. CLA is also capable to prevent obesity, atherosclerosis and diabetes mellitus. The only need is to exploit the possibilities for its beneficial effects and exploration of its natural sources as a food. We shall now see the definition and chemistry of CLA. Conjugated linoleic acid is a term that describes a group of fatty acids with 18 atoms of carbon and the geometric isomers consist of linoleic acid. This is the most common name given to a group of position isomers with two double bonds separated by methylene group. This conjugation of the double bond is generally in positions 9 and 11 or 10 and 12 as may be a cis or trans configuration. Linoleic acid is the omega-6 fatty acid found in large amounts in vegetable oils but also in smaller amounts in various foods. The word conjugated is indicative of the double bond present in the arrangement of the fatty acids. Conjugated linoleic acid collectively refers to 28 complex isomers of linoleic acid. Conjugated linoleic acid are a group of polyunsaturated fatty acids that are positional and geometric isomers of linoleic acid carbon 18:2. CLA and its precursors trans-vesinic acid are naturally produced during bacterial fermentation in the rumen of ruminant animals. Structure of linoleic acid compared with the cis-9, trans-11 and trans-10 cis-12 conjugated linoleic acids. We shall now see the natural sources of conjugated linoleic acid. The main dietary source of conjugated linoleic acid is beef and meat, milk and meat of grass-finished animals such as cows, sheep, goats, bison, elk and other ruminant animals. Conjugated linoleic acid is also present in milk and milk products derived from ruminant animals. It is also found in the eggs of grass-fed poultry. Fermented dairy products may represent particularly good source of CLA as fermentation by lactic acid bacteria usually increases the CLA content of cheese. Moreover, the beneficial bacteria naturally present in the digestive tract can produce CLA for the maintenance of healthy gut flora. Milk fermented with strains of beneficial bacteria naturally found in the human digestive tract increased the amount of CLA present in yogurt. CLA is produced naturally in the digestive tract of ruminants such as cattle, goats, sheep, buffalo, and to a lesser degree in pigs, chickens and turkey. And the synthesis occurs due to fermentative bacteria Butyrovibrio, fibry solvents which isomerize linoleic acid in CLA or by synthesis via alpha-9 desaturase or 11-trans octadecanoic acid. The fat in beef contains about 1.7 to 10.8 milligrams CLA per gram of fat with 9 cis and 11 trans isomers. It is also found in dairy products as milk and its derivatives. Grass-fed animals and their products are higher in terms of conjugated linoleic acid content when compared to the animals fed on grains or other types of fodder. The CLA content can be as high as 300 to 500 times in grass-fed animal products. Organically raised grass-grazed breeds also have other benefits like hormones and antibiotic-free, leaner protein with lesser fat content. Dairy products are the richest source of CLA, providing about 70% of total dietary CLA compared to 25% from beef and smaller amounts from other ruminants. Among all, organic milk is the richest food source of conjugated linoleic acid. Moreover, as much as 40% of the trans in Canadian dietary fat is vesinic acid, which is an isomer of oleic acid, at least 20% of which is converted into CLA in the human body. In contrast, allylic acid, which is the industrial trans isomer of oleic acid and the dominant industrial trans fatty acid, is not converted into CLA and has been shown to have adverse effect on cardiovascular health. Hence, non-vegetarians, ovo-vegetarians and lacto-vegetarians can easily meet their conjugated linoleic acid requirements. It's difficult for vegans to get their dietary sources of CLA through a restricted diet. It is present in cooking oils like sunflower and safflower. Cooking of food might enhance the level of conjugated linoleic acids. We shall also see the artificial sources of conjugated linoleic acid. Conjugated linoleic acid can also be made as a supplement available commercially. This commercially conjugated linoleic acid can be produced by altering the chemical structure of vegetable oils. During this artificial alteration, the original structure of CLA is totally compromised and therefore the health benefits of CLA from the natural food cannot be met with the artificial form of conjugated linoleic acid. Dear learners, to conclude this session, in this module we learnt about the chemistry of conjugated linoleic acid and its artificial and natural food sources. In the next module, we shall learn about the bioavailability and metabolism of conjugated linoleic acid.